Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Piki. Welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining the team or the family, the Piki family. Quite recently, I put a poll on my Instagram asking my Instagram friends whether they would want to hear me speak Portuguese or Oshuamba, and most of the people wanted to go with Portuguese. You're probably wondering, why on earth do you speak Portuguese, especially if you know me? Right? Because I mean, I'm a totally full Vambu, like typical. I speak Portuguese. I am a Portuguese teacher at a high school in Tumeb, and I have actually been teaching Portuguese for how many years now? 2018, 19, 20, 21. Whoa, oh my gosh, 22, 5 years. Okay, no, let's just say 4 because 2022 is still a new year. But I've been speaking it way longer than that. Well, not too long, but I started learning Portuguese when I was in my second year of university. I took it as an extra course because, well, honey, I love languages and Portuguese was just so interesting. Fun fact, I actually did French in high school, but I do not understand a single French word. I am flourishing in Portuguese, and yeah, I'm doing the things that need to be done with the language. So in today's video, I decided that I'm going to give you guys a tutorial instead of just me speaking Portuguese, and it's probably going to be boring for you guys. I mean, especially if you don't speak the language as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a few phrases in Portuguese. So by the end of this video, you're going to be able to talk to somebody, you know, have a simple conversation, say hi and bye, you know, what's your name. So yeah, stick around if you want to know how to have a basic conversation with somebody in the Portuguese language. The first thing that one would want to know in Portuguese is obviously how to greet people, and the very first word I'm going to teach you is olá. So olá means hi or hello. Okay, so it's basically, in Portuguese, you have to understand that we have formal language and we have informal language. So normally, formal language is the type of language that you use when you're speaking in a formal setting or when you're speaking to an adult or somebody who is at a higher level than you. And then informal language is kind of like the friendly language, the language you speak to people who you're familiar with, to your friends or people who are younger than you. Do you understand? So when you say olá in Portuguese, you don't normally say to adults, okay? So to adults, you can say either bom dia if it's morning, boa tarde if it is afternoon, and boa noite if it is evening. Okay, so all of this means bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite. So that is how you would greet somebody. Obviously, a greeting doesn't just end at good day or hello, right? You have to ask, how are you, right? So when somebody says hola, you just respond with the same as when somebody says bom dia, boa tarde, ou boa noite. When I say ooh, I mean or. So obviously when somebody says hello, you just say hello back. When somebody says good morning, you just say good morning back. So it's quite easy there. But how do you ask them then how they are doing? So you can say como está or como estás. So the difference is, like I explained earlier, the formal and the informal. So estás is for when you're addressing somebody with the pronoun tu, which is you, informal. And then está is when you're addressing somebody with the pronoun você, which is used for formal language. Then you would want to respond to somebody that is asking you how you're doing, right? So you would want to say eu estou bem, obrigada, or eu estou bem, obrigado. Okay, so eu estou bem means I am fine. Bem means fine, right? And then obrigado means thank you. You can either say obrigado if you are a boy, or since I am a girl, I always say obrigada. So one thing you need to understand is that the Portuguese language has male and it has female. Like, it's one of those languages where even a pillow, which is almofada, has a gender. So almofada is female. So yeah, I think I hear a lot of people, especially in Namibia, whether they are boys or girls, just going around saying obrigado, obrigado. So now at least after watching this video, if you're a girl, you'll no longer say obrigado, but you will start saying obrigada. Normally in English, when somebody says thank you, you normally say you're welcome, or it's a pleasure, or it's nothing. I don't know what you say, right? But I like to say you're welcome, or it's a pleasure, right? In Portuguese, there is a common saying. We say de nada. So when somebody says obrigada, you say de nada, which means basically it's nothing, meaning that it is nothing worth saying thank you for. You know, the Portuguese are like, you don't need to say thank you because what I did was nothing. Even if they give you $1 million, my friend, in Portuguese, that is nothing. So that is how it is. I hope you're enjoying the lesson so far. And if you are, please don't forget to leave a like or a comment. I'm sure the first thing you want to ask a person when you meet them is, what is your name? And in Portuguese, you say, qual é o seu nome? Qual é o seu nome? You can either say qual é o seu nome, or you can say qual é o teu nome. So when you say teu, it's when it's informal. It means your, right? But it's informal. And then when you say seu, it is formal language, which also means your. To answer that question, so maybe let's pretend that you are asking me. So right now, just ask me what my name is, and I'm going to respond saying, eu sou Helena. That basically translates to I am Helena. But there is also another way to answer that question. You can say eu chamo-me Helena. Alright, so that means I am called Helena, basically. Okay, o meu nome é Helena. I've taught you like 3 ways of how to say what your name is in Portuguese. So I guess now you are learning Portuguese, right? To see. Okay, so how do I say I'm learning Portuguese? You say eu estou a aprender português. Eu estou a aprender português. Eu estou a aprender português. So basically, you can say it now that I'm learning Portuguese with Piki. Eu estou a aprender português com a professora Piki. A professora means teacher. You can call me professora, guys. Like if you see me in the street, just say, hey, professora. If you want to ask me where I'm from and you meet me in the street and you want to ask me where I'm from, you can say de onde é or de onde és. And then I will respond saying, eu sou da Namíbia, meaning I am from Namibia. So, eu sou da Namíbia. Okay? And you? Where are you from? De onde é? Since it's the month of love, guys, I'm going to teach you a few phrases that you can use to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you know. So if you want to tell your boo that they are beautiful, you can say, é bonita. Rather, você é bonita. Você é bonita if it's a girl. And then if it's a guy, you say, você é bonito. So bonita can mean beautiful, and then bonito can mean handsome, right? You can also use the word linda. I know a lot of ladies here in Namibia whose names are Linda. So did you actually know that your name means beautiful? Wow, nice. Anyways, you can say você é linda if it's a lady, and then if it's a man, you say você é lindo. So the difference is linda that ends with an A is female, and then lindo, which ends with an O, is male. Yeah, I know I'm saying lindo and it sounds like it's a U, but it's actually an O, guys. Words in Portuguese that end with O normally are pronounced as U. So if a word is ending with U, like chamo, lindo, bonito, then you pronounce it with a U. On your Valentine's card, you definitely want to include this phrase, eu amo-se, or eu amo-te. So this is kind of complicated, even for native speakers. Most people end up saying eu te amo, which is actually grammatically wrong because that te is supposed to be a ta. Guys, I don't want to get into the details of things. I don't want to confuse you guys or bore you with the technicalities, but just know this. If you want to sound like a proper Portuguese speaker, you must say eu amo-se or eu amo-te. Normally, actually, a person that you love is actually like, you are familiar with that person. You use informal language with that person, so it's much more realistic to say eu amo-te. Okay, when you want to respond and say I love you too, you just add the word também at the end of your sentence. So you say eu amo-te também, eu amo-te também, which means I love you as well. You know what, ne? If you wanna learn proper Portuguese, just call me up. You know, you can like DM me on Instagram and I'll give you my number, and then we come up with a schedule that fits both you and I, so that we can just, you know, have our one-on-one lessons. I actually offer Portuguese extra lessons to children who are suffering to children who are struggling with their Portuguese in school, but I can also give beginner classes for whoever wants to just learn the language, whether it's for fun or for, you know, I don't know, whatever. If you want to learn the language, you know who to call. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. It has been so exciting for me to teach you guys some of these things. I hope that you are going to like. I hope that you are going to subscribe, and I hope that you are going to leave a comment. Deixa comentário. You can also partilhar this video with your amigos or your familia if you can. And tchau, adeus, até próximo.